Class, privilege, and morality. These are the ingredients to make a dark, twisted thriller. This is the recipe of Emerald Fennell for the opening film of LFF. My name is Ren, and this is my review of Saltburn. Welcome back, Film Festival fans. Thank you for joining the first video in my London Film Festival 2023 coverage, even though I'm still trying to catch up on Venice 2023 coverage. To discuss the much-anticipated sophomore directorial effort of promising young woman director Emerald Fennell, which follows young student Oliver Quick, who is struggling to find his place, finding himself drawn into the world of the charming and aristocratic Felix Catton, who invites Oliver to Saltburn, his eccentric family's sprawling estate, for a summer never to be forgotten. In a dark, witty, and twisted thriller where Emerald Fennell finds clever ways to consistently reinvent and redefine the film and its characters, constantly keeping you on edge by elevating the intrigue and your engagement. I had a great time with Saltburn. It is clever, it is highly entertaining, much funnier than I was expecting, and it is also shocking thanks to an unpredictable weaving of the story and a stellar ensemble, all in top form. But the film does not work without the fearless Barry Keoghan, our immoral protagonist who keeps redefining the nuances of his own performance to complement Emerald Fennell's clever restructuring and redefining of the tone as the film unravels, and also our framework into this world of exuberance and excess wealth, a world which is only allowed into thanks to Felix, who Emerald Fennell cleverly casts Jacob Elordi in the absolutely dreamy archetype, where the film initially begins as this odd love story between two students, but as it dives deeper into her commentary on classicism and obsession and the unpredictable lengths we'll go to for our deepest desires, allows Jacob Elordi to give his career best performance by adding layers to his character in a world where everyone feels so out of touch with reality. More and more, he's an extremely grounded character, but also an immensely entertaining character. Like I said, this is a funny movie, consistently funny, shock humor here, provocative humor there. Rosamund Pike is fantastic. Richard E. Grant is always a delight, and he's also able to play into several levels of his performance. Everyone is just in tune with this script and what it wants to say and how it says it. It's hot, it's sensual, it's intoxicating, mostly all of that because of Linus Sandgren's immaculate cinematography. He's the cinematographer of La La Land and Babylon, among other films, and his work in Saltburn is perfect. Easily one of, if not the best looking film of the year. He captures the raw enormity and exuberance of this world, making Oliver feel so small, so out of place, and yet naturally growing more and more infatuated with this place. And you get it just from the visual language of the film. The allure of Saltburn is undeniable. It is intoxicating, even as you witness shocking, upsetting, and unsettling moments on screen, even surrounded by people so bravely out of touch with the world around them, so unaware of what they say and what it matters, and so even out of touch with their own emotions, which is also helped by the fact that the soundtrack for this film is filled with early 2000s bangers, and it's fantastic. It just creates this atmosphere that is pristine and completely consistent all through the film. What is not as consistent, I found, was to be the direction that sometimes undermines very clever script intentions. Emerald Fennell wants to say a lot of things with this script. She's a very clever filmmaker who clearly values her audience's intelligence, but also values entertaining them. enchanting them with this hot, provocative, sultry world of Saltburn. She's also very clever in injecting commentary into her stories. She's not the first to tackle ideas of class, privilege, morality, and perversion. It's how she tackles those ideas that add new layers and give her stories her own voice. I feel her voice is much stronger in the script than it is in the direction. Because she is tackling so many ideas, there are points in the film where it feels a little overdone in execution, but the ideas are so many that they consistently feel undercooked. They are effective in making a statement, but the longer the film goes on, the more everything becomes a little bit too obvious, where she'll spoon feed certain answers by flashing back to moments of the film. And when Saltburn works best, when it's at its most intriguing, most unsettling, most nerve-wracking, is when it leaves ideas to suggestion, up to your imagination. And the more answers you get, the less satisfying everything becomes. The moments of shock value are effective, but they don't add any more substance to a film that add layers to begin with. And that undermines some of the best ideas, some of the best moments in all of Saltburn. So, as I dive into my final thoughts on Saltburn, it's time for you to start the conversation in the comments below with your thoughts on Saltburn, on Promising Young Woman, on Emerald Fennell's filmography, and what review do you want to see from the London Film Festival. Stay tuned to this playlist right up here for more of those reviews, and if you just want to chat more movies and TV, this is the place to be. Consider clicking that subscribe button, and you won't miss any future conversations on your favorite movies and TV. I found myself absorbed by Saltburn, a slow burn but enveloping deep dive into decadence and privilege. A riveting Barry Keoghan hooks you in, but it's Sandgren's immaculate visuals, which immerses into Fennell's twisted, if self-indulgent, entertaining, and enthralling story. I'm giving Saltburn a B+. Thank you so much for watching. I promise to be faster with my LFF reviews than I was with Venice. Big shout out to my channel members for always supporting the channel, and I'll be back very soon with more festival coverage. So until the next one, love each other and love the movies.